Space Station Silicon Valley is the kind of Nintendo 64 game that gets flattened into the phrase hidden gem, and that is exactly why it needs a better video. The real hook is animal swapping, broken completion, DMA design weirdness, and puzzle ideas that feel like a prototype for a whole alternate timeline. This is an OmegaVG breakdown of what the game is doing mechanically, why it was easy to miss, and why the subject still has search room now. The Broken Genus Peach. Space Station Silicon Valley is remembered as a broken N64 cult game, but that phrase hides why people still talk about it.
I am your father.
The core idea is brilliant. You are a microchip that hijacks robot animals, then uses their bodies as puzzle tools. That means every creature is both character and equipment. The game is not about finding a power-up. It is about becoming the power-up. That premise gives the video an instant hook and a real design argument. Body swapping as Puds is desert.
I'll be back.
Each animal changes the verbs. Sheep jump, dogs attack, bears smash, penguins slide, and stranger bodies solve stranger routes. The fun is not just comedy. It is the way levels become small ecosystems of available abilities. A good stage makes you look at an animal and ask what problem that body can solve. That is a stronger design idea than the game's reputation usually gets credit for.
It's a trap!
Objectives with a tada. The missions are full of odd little goals: collect herd, race, destroy, sneak, and exploit bodies in ways that feel half puzzle and half prank. That variety gives the game a personality many cleaner platformers lack. It also means the footage is constantly changing. Viewers get jokes, mechanical examples, and weird animations without needing a long setup.
This is where the fun begins.
For YouTube retention, that matters. The Glitch Shadow. The game is also famous because one collectible bug can prevent true completion in the original N64 release. That fact became part of the myth. It makes the game feel cursed, unfinished, and more interesting than a normal obscure platformer.
Hello?
But the bug should not be the whole story. The important thing is that even with its problems, the design is still memorable enough to survive them. Broken games do not build cults unless something underneath is worth protecting. DMA Deshin context. DMA design would later be tied to a very different public identity through Grand Theft Auto and Rockstar history.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
That makes Silicon Valley fascinating in hindsight. It shows a studio experimenting with systems, chaos, and dark comedy inside a colorful N64 shell. You can see the appetite for emergent nonsense before the industry knew how to package it cleanly. That context gives the topic search value beyond N64 nostalgia. Why it feels modern.
Say hello to my...
Modern indie games often celebrate possession mechanics, systemic puzzles, and goofy physics-driven problem-solving. Space Station Silicon Valley was chasing that energy with a 1998 console camera, low-polygon animals, and a lot of confidence. That is why it remains easy to recommend despite rough edges. The ideas age better than the interface. The video can make that case by showing one creature problem after another.
Very bad feeling about.
Where it fights back. The camera collision and occasional objective clarity can make the game frustrating. But those frustrations are part of the honest analysis. Silicon Valley is not a lost, flawless masterpiece. It is a brilliant concept fighting its production reality. That is a more interesting story anyway. Viewers trust the video more when the rough parts are named instead of hidden.
Come with me if you want to live.
The goal is to show why the game is worth the friction. The talk array. Space Station Silicon Valley deserves a fresh long form because it sits in a useful niche, known enough to spark recognition, underexplained enough to own mechanically. It is funny, broken, inventive, and historically connected to a studio people already care about.
Back!
That combination gives OmegaVG a strong video, weird thumbnail appeal, real design substance, and a title that can pull both N64 and Rockstar history searchers. The broken game with genius ideas is not just a slogan, it is the actual shape of the thing. So the pitch is not just that Space Station Silicon Valley is worth remembering. The pitch is that its design gives us a specific language for talking about old games in a way most quick retro videos skip. That is where OmegaVG can win. Pick the subject with a real mechanics gap, explain it clearly, and make the footage prove every sentence.